Hello everyone, I'm James Milan. Welcome to this Town Hall update. We welcome, as always, our Town Manager Jim Feeney into the studio to talk about things of interest for the community. And Jim, as always, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Have just a few things to talk to you about today. We want to talk about the situation with ACE. There's multiple ACEs in town, I've noticed, but Arlington Community Electricity. And then we also want to talk about Fire Prevention Week. And we'll have a third announcement to make as well about a new position or somebody taking a new position in town, but we'll leave the audience in suspense for a little while about that. Let's start though by talking about ACE.
Sure. So we have a new Arlington Community Electricity contract taking effect this November. So that's when it goes into effect, but residents won't see a change on their utility bill until their December bill. Mm-hmm. So this is a 3-year contract that will feature lower prices for all supply options, which is great news. But also perhaps more exciting is that it will feature a default option that provides 100% local renewable energy. And that's a first in Massachusetts. So reaching this 100% renewable energy goal was part of our net zero action plan. We had hoped to get there by 2030. So lo and behold, we're early on that particular front. So the ACE program will now feature a new supplier, namely Direct Energy. And letters will be going out to all residents the week of October 14th, next week. And current subscribers to ACE will not need to take any action. There obviously will be a lot of details about the program in the letter and a recap of the pricing. And if folks are not subscribers, I invite them to visit arlingtonma.gov/ACE to learn more. So this is very exciting. Obviously a lot of work behind the scenes as well. So I extend my gratitude and kudos to our sustainability manager, Talia Fox, as well as the many resident volunteers who helped make this happen and who helped advocate with the select board for making the leap to the 100% local renewable default option here in Arlington.
Absolutely love that. I want to extend my gratitude as well to Talia and the rest of the folks who did this, because I'll tell you, 2 electric cars in our household and 100% on the ACE program for the last number of years. People have asked me, are you sure that that's all, work? Now I'm going to be able to tell them all local renewable energy for it. So feeling great.
And you are doing more than your part, so thank you.
Well, it's really, this is fantastic news. So thanks for starting with that. And let's move on to the fact that there's a fire department open house coming up real soon here.
Sure. So the open house is the culmination of Fire Prevention Week. So October 6th through 12th this year was Fire Prevention Week. This year's campaign was Smoke Alarms, Make Them Work for You. So we've been striving to educate everyone about the importance of having working smoke alarms in the home. I think we all know, but perhaps sometimes we take for granted that they're there, and we need to make sure we're testing them, changing the batteries so that they are not just there, but they're there to work for you. So Fire Prevention Week is observed each year around this time in commemoration of the Great Chicago Fire, which happened this time of year and caused, obviously, immense damage. So this whole week, the Arlington Fire Department has been visiting each elementary school to teach kids about the importance of fire safety through what's known as the SAFE program, which stands for Student Awareness of Fire Education. And the culmination, as you mentioned, this week is on Saturday, October 12th at Fire Headquarters, which is 411 Mass Ave at the intersection of Broadway and Mass Ave. From 12 to 2 p.m., there will be an open house where you're invited to come meet your local firefighters, take part in fire safety activities, and have some free pizza and popcorn as well.
It's going to be a very popular event with families and kids, I think, because that fire station is absolutely beautiful. Love to be in there whenever I can, and this is a great reason.
Yeah, please come out.
Good. And as promised, I'm gonna going to spill the beans now and say it's going to be a new director of recreation and community services in town, but hardly a new face in a lot of ways.
Very much so. Someone who is known to the community and has served the community well for, I think, probably nearly 18 years now. So Natasha Waden has been appointed as the new Director of Recreation and Community Services. In that role, obviously, she'll be running the Recreation Department, managing the budgets and staff, but we'll be overseeing the implementation of all the community recreational programming, overseeing our state-licensed preschool and after-school programs, operating the Ed Burns Arena, known as the Rink, Reservoir Beach, known as the Res, and the 2 spray parks in Arlington. She will have a hand in working with the Park and Recreation Commission in managing capital projects under their jurisdiction, helping set policies for our parks and fields, helping to schedule our parks and fields for all the various user groups. So it's a very wide-ranging role. It's a role that Natasha formally began on September 30th, but as many know, she was the interim recreation director over this summer, where she stepped right up to the plate to fill the big void left by Joe Connolly's departure. But she jumped right in and assisted the department with settling in to their new location in the Parmenter building. For many years, she had provided regulatory oversight to many recreation functions, including the summer camp program. So she was well suited to step in on an interim basis to make sure things were going smoothly. But in fact, she excelled even in a short period of time, and is ready to continue the tradition and legacy that we have of providing exceptional recreational programs to the community, but sort of looking beyond that as well. And we have sort of every bit of confidence in her leadership. And she was at the forefront of the COVID-19 pandemic as the public health director and led the community through that crisis. And now she's ready to bring that exceptional level of customer service and sort of collaboration and creative thinking that she brought to HHS for so many years to the recreation department. So I just wanted to congratulate Natasha.
Yeah, and as you kind of move through that list of all the things she's going to be responsible for as the Director of Recreation, that reminded me of why it was that we have invited her to sit down with us next week to talk about the new position and all the things that are involved. And I'm sure it will be an engaging half hour for folks, certainly for me. So congratulations to Natasha, and congratulations to you, because I think, once again, you've filled an important spot in town, an important position in town with an extremely competent person who's really committed to the town of Arlington.
Indeed.
Jim, I suspect that longtime viewers of the Town Hall update will say, wait a minute, there's no way you guys are done already. Are we?
James, I have one more thing to add, and I just wanted to note, I think most folks are aware of the business email compromise scheme that had occurred earlier this year, where we lost funds associated with the Arlington High School building project. I do have one update though it's some good news, I'll say. We were able to recently recover $100,000 from our insurance company. Though we were not covered by a cyber insurance policy at the time, we were able to recover our policy limit of $100,000 due to the occurrence of a crime and having been the victim of a crime. So we had some general coverage that we were able to trigger in this event. So I just wanted to provide that update to the community that the attempt to recover funds is active and ongoing.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure it still stings, but obviously this is good news as far as it goes. All right, well, if that does it, then we will sign off. I've been speaking with Jim Feeney. He is the town manager, of course, here in Arlington for this town hall update. We appreciate Jim's time, we always do, and we appreciate yours. Thanks for joining us. James Milan, we'll see you next time.